Hi, this is Patty D. Priest, and welcome to Educate Academy, brought to you by the Kentucky Academy of Technology Education. We're going to go through the process of ending the year in Google Classroom. So your students have just gone home for the last day of school, and you're looking at your Google Classroom and wondering what to do with it. Well, one of the things you need to do is to make sure all of the files have been returned to your students. Every time a student turns in a file, it temporarily gives you as the teacher ownership of that file. And unless you return it, then you continue to be the owner of that document. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the hamburger over here and click. And we're going to go to the to-do list. And you may or may not have looked at this before, but notice at the top it has all classes. And you can click here and you can choose the class that you want to. Now this is a demo class, so I'm not looking at other students that are in other classes. But what I need to do here is look to see what has been turned in on the assignments and has not been graded. If it's been graded, it's going to be marked over here. Other people that have had things assigned to them are going to be here, but they haven't turned anything in yet. This one has been turned in. If it has a 1 or a greater number on it, that means that you need to look at those files and return them to the students. And you can click here. It will open the assignment, and then you can go through, and if a student has actually turned something in, it will be up here under turned in. You can look at those files, whether you want to grade them or not. You probably don't. Then you can just click here. It will select the students in the category. You're actually going to click in the one that says turned in, and you can then click on the return button to return those to the student. Once those are returned, you're no longer the owner, and the students now retain ownership of that document. Another option that some teachers will do, I'm going to go back to my stream here, is to go to people and actually unenroll or remove the students from the class. I don't typically agree with that. I think you can leave the students in the class. That way, if next year they have to come back and they need to actually see something that, maybe it was a video, maybe it was something they read in class, and they want to go back and review it, they can still get into the class even if you archive it. They just can't make changes to that classroom or add anything. They can't turn anything in, stuff like that. But if you do want to remove your students, all you do is come here and click. You go to Actions and you click Remove. That will remove them all, and they will no longer be in your class. That way, the next year when they actually go into their class and they go here to classes, they won't see your class there anymore among the other classes. It's a kind of a personal choice. Sometimes schools require you to remove the students. That's, again, up to you. All right, the next thing you want to do is you want to actually go and archive your old classes. To do that, you have to, again, go to Classes from the hamburger, and then here in the upper right-hand corner of the class, you're going to go to Archive. When you archive a class, it takes it out of the main menu of Google Classroom, and you will find it by going again to the hamburger, going down to the bottom, and seeing Archived Classes. You will see your archived class here. This is the one that I just archived. Notice that each one of these has kind of a stripe through the banner at the top of the class. This is to tell you that you are in our archived classes. So if I want to actually restore this class, all I have to do then is go to the 3 dots, the More menu, and I can restore it. But this is also where I can go to delete it. Unless you really don't need the class, I don't suggest that you do delete it, because you can actually use the assignments from these classes even if they are archived. And so that's a good thing. Just leave them there. With Google, you have unlimited storage. It's not going to hurt anything to actually leave all the classes there. Now, if you 10 years down the road doing this, you might want to go find some of those really old classes and delete them, because you're not going to be using those assignments probably again. One of the last things that you need to do at the end of the year is to go to your Google Calendar, because Google puts a calendar in here for every class that you create in Google Classroom, and you want to get rid of them because those you don't need anymore. And so all you have to do is find it, and you can uncheck it, and it's not going to show in your calendar anymore. But the way you want to deal with it is to actually click on the 3 dots and hide this from the list. You want to do that with every class that you have until you have removed all of the calendars. If you're using Google Classroom and you're not using the calendars, you can do this at the very beginning of the class. Get rid of them, get them out of your way so that you're not seeing them. That's it. That's what you need to do at the end of the year to get ready and clean up your Google Classroom for next year. Thanks for watching and have a great day.